Hello everyone, welcome back. So in today's video, we are going to explore one of the most trending and important topic in the world of AI right now. That is LLMs, which stands for Large Language Models. Now the goal of this video is not to dive too deep into a technical complexities, but to give you a basic and beginner friendly understanding of LLMs and how they works behind the scenes. So without wasting much time, let's dive in. So as everyone knows, this LLM stands for Large Language Model. These are the powerful AI models that train on massive amount of text data, allowing them to understand and generate human-like language. But instead of just sticking on the definition, let's dive through the real-world example to help you truly to understand what happens on the background. So let's say we open a ChatGPT and in that we enter some questions like what is the capital of India? So at the background what happens? The LLM models take the input and return the output like New Delhi. So at the first glance it feels like a magic, right? But here what actually happens behind the scenes. So the input is tokenized. So your question is broke down into a smaller part which the model can understand. Then the context understanding will happen. So the model can analyze the context that we entered. Then it will be navigating to the third phase. Then it will predict the output and return back as a response. So now let's understand how LLMs actually work on the background. So to explain this better, we will take an example of most widely used LLM, that is ChatGPT, which is based on GPT. So this GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. So let's break this down into a simple parts. So number one, generative. So basically this generative means the model can generate the text based on the input or the prompt that we give. It predict and produce the most likely sequence of word as output. Then second number is that it's pre-trained. So basically pre-trained, this refers to the fact that the model is already trained on the large data set before you use it. During this pre-training, it learns the structure of language, facts, logic, and even some reasonings. And then number third, that is transform. This is the architecture used to build the GPT. The main concept or the transformation is used inside this transformer architecture. So this is an architecture used to build the GPT. Transformer are deep learning models that are designed to handle the sequential data like languages. They use something called self-attention, which helps the model to understand relationship between the words in the sentence, even if they are word sentence. So now let's understand what happens when we added any value in this ChatGPT board. So let's take a very simple example and understand what happens at the background when we entered any value in the GPT board. So let's take a very simple example. Suppose we added or we entered the text, that is what is the capital of France. The input sentence is broken down into smaller unit called tokens. For example, you have seen in this screen. So it is divided into what is the capital of France. So modern tokenization might break it down even further, like subwords or character parts depending on the model. For example, it divided into more depth. Then it will be navigating to the next phase, that is embedding. So each token is converted into a numerical vector using embeddings. These embeddings carry a semantic meaning, so similar word have similar embeddings. And then it is finally transferring to the transformation layer or transformer layer, which is the heart of this GPT or any model. So basically what happens inside this transformer layer or transformation, so basically there is one architecture is defined at the background. So the token are passed through multiple layers of transformers. In each layer, the model uses the self-attention to understand the context. For example, it knows the capital refers a city, that France is a country. Every word important to determine relative to the other in the sentence. So now you can see the official transformer architecture diagram on the screen. This is divided into different layers or components. So The first is multi-head attention, feed-forward networks, position encoding, and layer normalization. So each layer refines the understanding of the input context. And finally, it returns the output. In our case, we expect the result, that is Paris. In this way, this GPT model works behind the scenes. There is a transformation layer which works on the background. So now let's go a bit deeper and understand what actually happens inside the transformer architecture, the core engine behind the model like GPT. Once the input is encoded and tokenized, the real processing begins inside the transformer. So as discussed earlier, the input text like what is the capital of India or what is the sum of 1 plus 1. It is splitted into small tokens that you have seen on the screen. Then each token is converted into a vector using embedding layer. But since transformer doesn't have built-in sense of the word, we add positional encoding or positional info. This is a technique that inject the position of each word into the model so it knows the order of the words. Then it will be navigating to the self-attention mechanism. So basically what happens in this inside this self-attention mechanism, it helps the model to figure out which word is important to focus on the given sentence. For example, our question is that what is the sum of 1 plus 1? The word sum need to pay attention and the word 1 plus 1. The self-attention mechanism assigns different attention score to each word based on the relevance of the current word. And then it will be navigating to the next phase, that is multi-head attention. So in this phase, instead of doing just a self-attention, the transformer performs multiple attention operations in the parallel. This is called the multiple or multi-head attention. So in that each head learns a different type of relationships. One head might focus on the grammar, another on the long distance dependencies, and the different one focusing on the word or the meaning, etc. Then the output of the heads are combined together and pass it to the to forward. All the phases, once all the phases are done, then after multi-head attention, the data goes through the go to final stage and return the output. That's how the response is generated, one token at a time until full answer is formed. So this is what happens behind the scenes when an LLM model like ChatGPT start analyzing the content you entered and generate a response. So let's take one more example to reinforce these concepts. Imagine you are building a customer support chatbot using LLMs. From the user perspective, it's very simple. They type a query on the screen, the chatbot understands it and instantly provide the response. But behind the scenes, a complex LLM pipelines working. The input is tokenized, it goes through the embeddings, self-attention, multi-head attention, and finally it predict the most likely meaningful output. That's the core mechanism powering LLMs. Why are the LLMs so popular? These models are now being widely adopted and trending everywhere because they can understand and generate human-like responses. They are flexible. You can use them in a chatbot, virtual assistant, code generation, content creation, and more. And they continue to improve as more data and smarter architecture become available. So in the next time you type something into ChatGPT or LLM based tool, remember there is a whole series of intelligent process happening in the background to understand your query and give you the best possible response. So these are the core concept that defines how large language model, we call it as LLMs, like GPT works. So that's all for this video. So if you found this video very helpful, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. I will do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. And as I always say, keep learning, happy coding, and have a great day.